my mom comes from a very conservative family. She's Mauritanian, and she didn't leave Mauritania until she was an adult. Yeah, I don't know, she grew up in an Islamic Republic, and you know, I don't doubt that she knew many like gay people and queer people, but it was just not a part of the discussion, not a part of like the dialogue at all in her family or her culture. So like before she was into hip hop, she was just into raving, and I'm so into that.
You know she come from the country. She don't afford Tommy. She can't afford Tommy. Rubber duck cookie in the club with your headphones. Bird motherfucker in the bed with the tattoos. Big yes, ripping those rubber's down the garage. Hot open lemonade stand pop. Big lips, lips, big.
Jesus. Lord have mercy. You know, my parents are from such different places, and so my dad being like raised like here basically in upstate New York, like 2 of his brothers are gay, and when my parents got together, my mom just like, they're the closest relatives on my dad's side that my mom has, pretty much. Like, she loves it. But at the same time, it's hard, you know, like I've had these conversations with her when I really started thinking concretely, like, I'm queer and I'm bisexual, and my mom has always loved all my boyfriends and has never met any of my girlfriends. Or no, that's a lie, actually. She's met all my girlfriends. I've just never been open or honest with her about it. Okay, if you think about various communities from various backgrounds at Bard, and you think about people's, I don't know, priorities, I guess, in terms of social issues, like, not only at Bard, but just in general in this country, like, white women chose to vote according to their race rather than according to their gender, whereas every other demographic just didn't. And I just think that's really interesting. The power of, you know, like, what is more beneficial? Uniting, you know, using my whiteness and my queerness being my source of tension and oppression in my life, or honestly not having a choice, you know, where it's like I would choose to, I don't know, present myself the way that I do to my family, to the people that I love most, and it's like because my heritage is just a much more influential power and presence in my life, you know, like I would choose to be dishonest with like my mother's family, because the fact that we are Mauritanian and we are, you know, we respect our elders and we are conservative, these may not be things that I necessarily, you know, live my life according to these values, but I respect them a lot more than, because I recognize that that is a source of oppression, you know, that is a real legitimate, visible source of oppression. There's no way that I can walk in the street and not be seen, you know, as like a black woman. But there are many, many ways for me to make my way through society without dealing with the repercussions of my queerness as directly. So just being a black woman has always been my primary source of fucking stress. I'm just so uninvolved in like the like white queer community at Bard in general. I mean, if you think about it, like our friend group, it's mostly women. It's mostly women of color, but also the straight girls are all white. And so I don't know, I'm just not involved really. Not on purpose or anything, but just like I've related to queer women of color and like foreign queer people more because I don't know, I just feel like our lives have been kind of shaped by our queerness in the same way versus like maybe someone from LA. There's so many different ways in which Western media and society have portrayed queer people over time, and just a lot of our experience hasn't aligned with that. And so coming to university in the United States is just, and seeing that like, wow, like white people actually like in high school had the opportunity to be like expressive and to be honest, which is something I'm only beginning to understand or to practice.